Kyler, first of all, let me say I'm sure the good Lord will provide you with a very suitable helpmate. Great story. Come on in, you gotta move. First of all, I want to thank the Chamber and all the sponsors for sponsoring this event. What a great way to start the day. Second, I want to say congratulations to all the students out here. Every time I come, I like to remind the students that there are thousands and thousands of students that come through the District of Vista. And for you to be here this morning puts you in very rarefied air. Because you're selected from, I don't know, tens of thousands of students that come through Vista, and yet you sit here as a rising star. So congratulations to all of you. Josiah Sagale, I was thinking, how do I describe this guy? I mean, you just got to sit around and watch him for a while to understand what a heart of a servant he has and the tremendous humility this young man walks around our campus with. He stays so in the background. If there's a line to line up for food, he's the last one. He makes sure everybody goes first. How many of you know other students that pick up other students' trash and throw it away? He transformed our campus. I said I would retire if I ever got to a place as a high school principal where the trash was picked up and thrown away at the end of lunch. I may retire at the end of this year. He leads by example. He stays so far in the background, that's what propels him into the spotlight. He was nominated by 7 teachers. That's the most in my 4 years at Tri-City Christian. He's just a young man that, I don't know, I'm sure Coach Goodwin's going to follow up, but Josiah Sagale.
Thank you. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to my Lord Jesus Christ for waking me up this morning and giving me this opportunity. And also I want to thank the sponsors and my principal, my parents, and my Coach Goodwin for supporting me along the way. Hello, my name is Josiah Sagale, and I'm a senior at Tri-City Christian. It's my mom and dad, Paul and Teresa, and it's my football coach, Coach Goodwin. The biggest lesson that I've learned in my life so far that I'll take on to college is that hard work pays off. And these key points have been driven into me since I was a little kid, seeing my parents work and seeing how their work pays off. I think my greatest contribution to the school and community is my servant's heart. Mark 10 verse 43 through 45 says, "Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must become your servant. And whoever wants to be first must be slave to all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life for a ransom for many." I believe this verse explains a whole lot about my character and how I want to be known when I graduate high school, pursue college, and eventually go on to heaven. On that note, I planned on attending Palomar or El Camino Community College to play football and also study music production and psychology. And hopefully after this 2 years, transfer to the University of Southern California and pursue my football dream. In conclusion, I want to thank all the sponsors, my family, my mom, my dad, and my Tri-City family for everything you've done for me and for all the support you've had for me. Thank you.
So if I wing it, it's going to take forever. So and you will all suffer. So I did write it down. So forgive me for that. But Josiah Sagale, he was selected, as Mr. King said, by 7 of his teachers, all of them. He serves as our campus chaplain that was voted on by his peers. He serves on ASB. He's our football team captain, also voted on by his team. Enough about his titles, because Josiah knows that the title doesn't make the leader, but the leader makes the title. And while the world uses the word character as a cliche for trying hard, Josiah epitomizes its definition. He calls if he might be late. He doesn't walk by trash on campus without picking it up. He holds open doors. He leads our team by staying after lunch and making sure every table is clean and all trash is picked up. He never eats first. He never lets someone sit alone. Doesn't get mad when you mispronounce his name. That's important. Because we've all done it today, every time, so he just smiles and nods. He is a friend to the friendless. Because he is a humble leader, he takes ownership for his mistakes and the mistakes of others. Because he is a servant leader, he puts the needs of others before his own. He has great empathy. He's a wonderful listener. He values and respects women. And that is something that we absolutely must get a grip on in this society. We need more men like him who honor and lift up women and put them beside them instead of beneath them. Every parent who gets to know him wants him to marry their daughter. And we want him to be the best friend of their son. Josiah, Tri-City Christian School is a better school because you're here. On the worst of days as a coach, I could smile knowing I get to coach you one more day. This young man is a direct reflection of those who raise him. When I've never, as a football coach, been a fan of transfers. I think that's gotten crazy and out of hand. So when I saw his application come through, because I'm also the admissions director, the first thing I did was call his dad and say, I just want you to know he's probably going to have to sit out if he's a transfer. And his first response to me was, if we were all about football, we'd stay right where we are. That's not what we're about. We want our son to grow as a person. We want our son to be a better human being, and that's why he's coming to your school. And it is obvious that in the life, if you get to know Teresa or Paul, that everything you see in this young man is everything he's being taught at home by example, not just in word, but in their deeds and in everything that they do, everything that they say. Thank you, Teresa and Paul, for making the choice to bring Josiah and John Paul to Tri-City Christian School. Don't let these kind words fool you. He is a vicious competitor and protector on the football field. Tonight, the smallest school in this county with only 200 high school students will face the number 2 team 2 divisions higher, and we ain't scared because we got this guy right here. Josiah, I am honored to coach you and to know you. Thank you.
Good morning. Well, what can we say about our son? We're proud of him. Josiah, he's our gentle giant. But he can be vicious, like Coach said, when he's passionate about something. And Josiah, when he's passionate about something, he goes for it and he does it. And ever since he was a kid, we've never had any problems with Josiah. He's always been an obedient child, and the only time that Josiah would ever get upset was when he didn't eat on time. But we're so proud of our son Josiah. We're so proud of making the transfer to Tri-City Christian, and the coaches and the staff, the principal. It was a great move because we wanted to instill what we already believed in our faith to continue on in our children growing up in high school and further on afterwards. So we just thank the school, and we also thank the Chamber of Commerce, all the sponsors here who are doing this for our children. It's a great honor and privilege, and we thank you guys. Have a good day.
All right, gives me pleasure to introduce Coahomie Park Academy Superintendent Kevin. Kevin?